Hello and welcome to my first Rogue Company video. Rogue Company is a sick game. I'm just gonna start it like that. Rogue Company is a new game by Hi-Rez Studios. It is open for everyone right now. I've been playing it for 3 months now. I got a key a few months ago, and I started playing, and I absolutely love this game, and I'm really thinking of going pro here. So I thought, you know what? Let's do a YouTube video for you guys who are new to the game, who want to maybe know a few tricks, a few tips that I can give you. And the first tip I have for you, and probably a very important one, is keybinds. You know, a lot of people think about it. A lot of people think about keybinds, but a lot of people don't. And keybinds are really, really important. If you are comfortable with your keybinds, you will be able to play better. On my mouse, I have a Logitech mouse with a few buttons here. I put on my mouse knifing, because knifing is really fucking important in this game, and I put my ability on it, right? So I feel really, really comfortable. I can act quick, and I don't have to, go around my keyboard or anything to try find the button and press it. So it's really easy. I have my finger at all times. I have my finger on the mouse at all fucking times. It's just a little button here or a little button here. That's one I really recommend. But just because I do it doesn't mean that you guys should do it. If you guys have a keybind that you really like, that you've played from other games, if you come from Fortnite, if you come from CSGO, if you come from Valorant, if you come from any game and you have keybinds that you like, use them because you're already comfortable with them, so you will be able to use them. It's a very simple trick, but it's a useful one. Now, while we're talking about keybinds, a very important one that I recommend to anyone, especially if you come from CSGO, you know this, is the Q bind, alright? With Q, I binded it so that it goes back to my last weapon that I used. So I will always be able to, kill, I'm out of ammunition, shoot. Or for example, if I play Phantom with the sniper, you do a 70 body hit and then you change your gun and you start shooting. It's really important, it's really quick. I recommend it on the Q. I really do recommend it on the Q button. Now, my second tip is a very simple one, but still, it doesn't matter what game I play, Valorant, CSGO, Rainbow Six, people don't do it, and I will never understand why. Okay, I will never understand why, but if you play this game, alright, you normally play to win. You don't play to lose. So use your microphone, use this thing, communicate with your team. This game is a fast-paced game where if you do damage to someone and he hides, he will heal back. So if you have if you give your teammates a communication that he's there on the right, he's in the corner, he's in the back, he's on the spot, he's left, right, mid, center, wherever, they will know how to play. They will be able to act upon what you did earlier. So just use a microphone. Please use a microphone. Now, this is a tip that I personally am very fond of, that in my opinion, is a tip that you should definitely consider doing. Is a lot of you guys ADS, and you only ADS. So you always want to zoom in. ADS is it's like this zoom in to shoot. But in this game, in Rogue Company, I really recommend to sometimes hipfire. You need to understand something. You need to understand by yourself when to hipfire. But hip firing is really, really important. For example, on this range, I hit a lot of shit. I hit a lot of bullets here. I still hit a lot of bullets. So if you can kind of get to know your weapon, I mean, every weapon is different. Please don't get me wrong. Every weapon is different. But if you get to know your weapon, I recommend to you hip fire much more. Hip fire is very accurate, it is quicker, and it will help you when it's getting wild, when you're getting pushed by 5, 10, 20 people at the same time, and you can act quickly with the hip fire instead of trying to be close and follow them. Just hip fire, it's easier. I mean, as you just saw, if I do this, I'm zoomed in. It would be harder to follow people when they're jumping around. Well, with the hip fire, I'm a little bit more free. Let's go. As an example, I'm gonna go over here. So as you can see here, we have Dimmer here running like a madman. And I would just try to follow him when he is close while ADSing. It's not possible. It's not possible because my mouse, like, depending on your sensibility, alright? If you have a high sensibility for your mouse, you maybe be able to follow him, but I couldn't. I would just show it again, alright? He's already low. Like, it's not possible. Now I'm gonna hipfire, alright? And now you're gonna figure, oh, he's bad. Try it yourself. Try it yourself and trust me. Now we have Lancer, our favorite flanker over here. I would try to follow her while hipfiring. Alright, let's do it again. Let's do it this time, and I'm gonna let it be closer. You see how much more I can travel? With one time my mouse going on my mouse pad from the... I will try to show it here. My mouse going from the one side to the other side while hip firing. I can do much more, but if I do this, there's only so much I can do, and it's really hard to follow a quick moving rogue, especially when he's like hiding behind boxes and shit, right? So hip fire more. That's a very important one and will make you better, I promise. For my fourth tip, I have one that might not come to many people as quick, but this is a third-person shooter. This is not a first-person shooter like CSGO, like Valorant, right? This is a third-person shooter, which means I can see my character and I can see my surroundings. Like, I'm hidden behind this wall, but I can still see Dimmer up here. I can still see Dimmer over here, and now I can see Dimmer running here like a madman, alright? If I'm a first-person shooter, I cannot see anything that is not right in front of me, alright? It would be a little bit like this. I would not be able to see it. It would be worse like this, alright? I wouldn't be able to see it. What is the point that I'm trying to make? What is the point that I'm trying to make here is that use the third person to your advantage. If you've never played third person before, try to play with the third person. Try to outplay your opponents. If they don't know that you're here, you can surprise them. But if they know you're here, what can you do to counter them? You can move around. You can make them come to you. Look for places where you can hide. Reset. What do we mean with reset? If Dima already knows that you're here, try to find a way to just escape from him and reset it, because if he doesn't know where you are, you will have an advantage. Or, let's put it like this, he will not have the advantage anymore because he doesn't know where you are. So third person is really important to use it. And you will encounter this the more you will play. You will encounter how you will get better with the third person, how you will understand it more. And then a lot of people are like, I fucking hate third person because it's so easy for other people. You have the same advantage as the other person has. In my opinion, a third person shooter like Rogue Company is much, much tougher than a first-person shooter. It requires many more skills that you don't need in a first-person shooter. And again, third person is really important. It is how this game is played, and you have to use it to your advantage, and you need to learn how. If you want, I can make a video about how you can use it better to your advantage with some examples, but write it in the comments down below. Now, for my last tip for this video, and before I say it, click on subscribe, click on follow, check my Twitch out, I stream every day. For my last tip is something that I see a lot of people not doing, and that is using grenades, alright? So there are a lot of grenades. There's, for example, this
utility
like,
out.
Gas. You can get 2 of them if you upgrade it, or you can get the Molotov, right? There's also a grenade, as you know it, like just a grenade that will explode over time. And there is a C4 and a Claymore, alright? As far as I know, those are all the grenade and grenade types that exist in this game. Now, every rogue has different ones. As you can see, with her, I can only buy the molly, and I can only have the tear gas, alright? Dimmer, for example, has a smoke and a grenade, alright? And then Anvil, the big fat guy with the shield, he has a C4. And other people have claymores and stuff, right? I don't really play those characters, but they exist. And the point I'm trying to make is use them, right? If you have them, use them. They do a lot of damage. They are incredibly useful. A smoke grenade. You have played games where the Phantom has a smoke grenade and you just can't go through because you don't know what's on the side. You cannot go. It holds choke points. It gives your team time. You can be able to plant in the smoke. You are able to revive a player on the smoke. Grenades. You can cook grenades. Give me a second. Now we have with Dima, and I forgot a grenade. That's the EMP grenade, which I've never used in my life, because I don't find it that useful. But everyone for themselves. But let's throw that. Yeah, you see it. Now, grenades are important in this game because you can cook them. And you can make a lot of plays with grenades, especially when you upgrade them. Okay, so the first upgrade is increases the radius, which is really important, and the second one that increases the damage. So those are very good upgrades, and I recommend if you have the money and you're good at throwing grenades, upgrade. All right, so you can see that it's getting redder and redder and redder. I can cook a grenade. I can throw a grenade. I can cook it. I can kind of see where it's going. Use it to your advantage and use it when you have it, all right? Buy grenades and use them. They are very important. You want to cook them. You want to kind of know when it's going to explode. Boom. And done. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked this video. As I already told you, subscribe. Check out my Twitch. Check my Twitter. I stream every single day. I have the best tweets ever in my life. And follow me on my road to trying to get pro in this game. And yeah, I would appreciate it if you comment what you liked in this video, what you didn't like, and I hope I can see you next time on a YouTube video. If you want to see any specific, write it on in the comments. I will try to upload a video every week. See you next time. Bye bye.